Afternoon. So here I am live and nobody knows it because I said I'd do it at 4 and I'm an appointment at 4. So all these lives are at just different times, but we're just going to have to go with it. So anyway, here's the deal. Let's talk about the respiratory diaphragm, or I'll talk about it and you listen. So the respiratory diaphragm, I think, is the most important muscle in the entire body. So recognize that it is a muscle and that it's the most important muscle in my estimation. And why is that? Because the respiratory diaphragm is in relationship to every other system in the body. So it attaches just on the back side of your rib cage in the front and becomes like a parachute and attaches and merges into the fascia, the connective tissue of my inside of my back. It connects on L1, 2, and 3, but basically it's really merging into my back fascia. So what's important about it? So my kidneys sit right underneath it. My liver, my stomach, my pancreas, my spleen all sit tucked underneath my respiratory diaphragm. So when you breathe, it is actually massaging your organs. So on top of my respiratory diaphragm are my lungs, and there is actually a very big connection from the heart, the bottom of your heart, to your respiratory diaphragm. So these are super important. There's a hole in your respiratory diaphragm for your esophagus to go through, to go to your stomach. But the interesting thing about that is wrapped around your esophagus is your vagus nerve. There's a webbing of vagus nerve. So your vagus nerve, which is part of your autonomic nervous system, actually goes through your respiratory diaphragm to go down and go to all your organs, your digestive organs. So now we have organs, we have autonomic nervous system, and now we have blood vessels that also go through your respiratory diaphragm. Your aorta, feeding all the blood to the bottom of your body, goes through it, and your vena cava, taking all the blood, the used blood, back up to your heart, also goes through it. And the other thing that most people actually don't know about, but we do talk about this in my school, is that the respiratory diaphragm helps keep pressures in both the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. So you're having all these different things that are in relationship to the diaphragm. It's amazing. It's just amazing. So thanks for listening. That was 4 minutes, not 1, but let me just give you the heads up. I'm going to read a few things here. Is that we actually have on August 21st at my school an informational talk that I'm going to do. Both it is informational about people who are interested in coming to school. You get taught a little bit and you get a whole outlook on the school. What we also have coming in September is some workshops. If you go to our website, pediatric is a 1 day and pregnancy is 1 day. But the other thing I do want to say is October 1st through the 3rd, we're having a shoulder girdle workshop that has CEUs that Shannon Keener will be teaching. And I want you to know we're starting a new module, a new training. So that training starts October 14th. So please go to our website and you can give us a call, give us an email, and ask us any questions. Thanks very much for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.